Warm greetings to one and all present here. We are delighted to be a part of this event. Let me introduce the presenters. This is Manswini along with Asif, Bharat, Syed Atif and Akhilan from the business and innovation teams of Astra. Astra is a team from Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology consisting of both mechatronics and electrical and electronics engineering students. This is a representation of our team members and mentors. We have 11 consistent teams with 42 members guided by 2 mentors. Team Astra took part in every SUVC event in the last 3 years and also won in an event among 95 different teams. The mission of our company is to roll the world not just with batteries but also with solar.
So this is our plant layout. As we enter our plant, the parking area, locker room, and warehouse are located adjacently for the convenience of the staff and ease of storage of imported materials. Opposite of which, the administration area consists of the executives. The R&D sectors are not exclusive to engineers. We also take feedback from the laborers. The waiting area, recreation sector, is open to both implant workers as well as clients. As the battery is the heaviest part of the vehicle, the battery manufacturing unit is located next to the warehouse for ease of handling, followed by which the stamping and assembly area is located for shift assembly. The paint shop succeeds the bodywork section, where the vehicle is painted and made ready for inspection. After inspection, the vehicles are sent for testing, followed by the final inspection. Defective vehicles are sent back to the service area, and the passed vehicles are sent to dispatch area for sales. So the main concept of our vehicle design is safety first. Our design is mainly focused on the safety of the person behind the wheels. We have designed our vehicle to emphasize energy efficiency and make maximum use of solar energy, which can run the vehicle with no fuel consumption. Our vehicle has been reinforced with enough structural members capable of withstanding forces more than 3G. Our vehicle's ergonomic design offers the driver a comfortable position and excellent field of view.
Our vehicle is capable of charging itself while parked. Astra is designed in such a way that it can be monitored and controlled from anywhere, anytime using the concept of IoT. Our cart weighs just under 200 kilograms, equipped with a 48 volt 100 Ah battery paired with a 2500 watt BLDC motor. We are using 220 watt solar panels from which we can expect 100 kilometers of range at 60 kilometers per hour just from the battery and a combined range of 120 plus kilometers including solar. Our cart uses a 200 long travel suspension, making it glide through dirt and asphalt. Our cart is innovated with complete unmanned vehicle control features which aids for a business proposal.
Astra's innovation is based on cart control schemes. This ensures the safety of the drivers, the cart, and necessary precautions. This idea helps us to control our cart whenever and wherever in this world through the internet. The idea of our innovation is to convert our cart into an unmanned vehicle. The concept uses both hardware and software to develop a control system and monitor various parameters of our vehicle. The parameters are monitored via an application that could be used in Android devices all over the internet. We have implemented ideas to control and monitor the cart completely and bring out a user interactive interface.
Let's see how we can implement our idea. Here we use various sensors to collect the data from the card and that will be manipulated and sent to the cloud. The Android app will fetch all those data and shows in our Android app. As we have included control systems in our card, we will send a signal to controller board through the internet which will be manipulated and can act accordingly. And we also included automated braking system which get information from proximity sensor and brakes are applied using mechanism actuated by the step motors. Let's see what are the sensors we used. We used ADXL 335 accelerometer module which is used to determine acceleration and movement of the car. NEO 6M GPS module returns the live location of the car. LM75 temperature sensor detects temperature of the battery and the motor. Ultrasonic sensor which determines the distance between the car and the obstacles. So now we can see the other devices that we used here. So we use autocoupler 817 module which helps to control the SLI battery circuits components like lights, and indicators. Relays helps in activating the kill switch for tractive circuits. GSM module helps to connect the internet with our module. Step motors are used to control the braking system and the steering of. So now we check our architecture of our project. From the above mentioned sensor, they return different data parameters accordingly to the controller board. The board now sends a HTTP request to connect with the internet using the GSM module. As we have included speed control system, whenever the speed reaches above 60 km per hour, as mentioned in rule book, we use simple if-else algorithm to send the signal to the cloud, and that signal will be transmitted to the app. After getting that in our app, the app will send a notification that our car is going over speed. All those collected data will be stored in our cloud, which will be fetched by our app using the API key. Whenever we need to control the car, we connect with the cloud using the API key and HTTP protocol. Then we transmit a signal to the controller board through the GSM module. That data will then be manipulated by the controller board, and instructions are given to specific autocouplers to turn on or off the lights and indicators. For steering, the transmitted data will be manipulated and instructions are given to the step motors, which is connected with the steering system of the car. For an automated braking system, an ultrasonic sensor will detect and send the distance of an obstacle whenever the distance reduces rapidly, and the controller sends a signal to the stepper motor, which is connected with the brake lever to apply brakes. As ultrasonic sensor, we use will check the obstacles in linear. To overcome these issues, we use a servo motor to make our sensor move back and forth. So now let us see the technological stacks that we use. Android Studio to create an app that controls and monitors our car. Firebase, as we need a cloud to access our card from anywhere in the world, so we use Firebase as our cloud. Then the Raspberry Pi, as we need to control the sensor and transfer data in the card, we need a controller. We can go for Arduino, but it won't satisfy minimum processing requirements. For that reason, we use Raspberry Pi 4 microcontroller and input-output devices to sense the parameters of the card and to control the card. Expenditures of our project. Raspberry Pi is the major cost contributor, around 3,100 rupees. The machine expenses includes jumper cables, connectors, and soldering supplies are included in others. Then our total cost will be 10,000 plus or minus 500.
Using IoT, we can control and monitor our vehicles from anywhere in the world. This system provides increased safety for the drivers. This innovation will definitely put a mark on manless driving, the great cost efficiency. This also offers theft prevention features. These are some of our unique features which can attract many consumers that allies revenue.
What makes a complete package? Looks, power, or technology? Astra possesses the best of all the worlds. The customer's requirements are always met or exceeded. They require a comfortable mode of transportation, and we provide it with a good build quality and our innovation. The build quality of the vehicle will be outstanding due to the use of quality materials and strict inspection of the vehicle. Quality is never compromised in Astra. The vehicle can be controlled and monitored through our mobile app. Control means not just lock and safety, but you can drive the vehicle through the app. Even when the battery is low, it can charge itself with the help of solar, which will increase the travel range of the vehicle. The way our company is organized, we can bring the most from the least.
So our primary strategy in sales and marketing is to convert the outdoor battery electric vehicles to solar electric vehicles. Our first focus is to approach industries to convert outdoor battery vehicles to solar aided vehicles. This will increase the range as well as the battery life. With the industrial SVs as the sample testimonial, we plan on moving to more common areas of use like zoological parks, hospitals, tourist spots, railway stations, and many more. And many more places where there is a use of internal transport. Considering the price of commercial electricity today, the retrofitted cars will pay back their initial investment within 2 years. As a result, consumption of grid electricity is reduced, which in turn increases the industry's gross profit. When a fleet of BEVs is converted into solar aided vehicles, they can be charged completely using solar energy without consuming grid power. We also have future plans for Astra. We plan on establishing a micro mobility business in India using solar aided bikes, which provides a more eco friendly and efficient mode of commuting for the public.
We are having two streams of product lineups, individual level and professional level. At the individual level, products are produced exactly to meet the everyday needs of a commuter. These vehicles are loaded with safety features and technologies like GPS tracking, remote monitoring, etc. The end product is of really high quality, optimized for maximum comfort, hence the cost per vehicle is high. Not having a uniform production line also adds to the cost. At the professional level, the vehicle has sufficient features to cope with industrial requirements with a proper production line. Since a large number of vehicles are made with the same specifications, the production cost always tends to be low and the material cost at bulk is also low. It will also have proper product management.
Sales of SUVs and merchandise through the sales of t-shirts, caps, watches, stickers and car covers with the branding of Astra. Prototypes at the early stage of development can be sent to the influencers for reviewing. This can act as an advertising strategy. Through making partnerships with companies and exporting to other countries, we can make new branches in various locations. Service of all BEVs and SUVs. We accept and offer to service EVs and SUVs of all brands. We also recycle and replace used batteries. Retrofitting. We offer retrofitting services as well as retrofitting kits, that is battery modules and motor with motor controller, safety systems, etc., where the customer can get them fitted from local mechanics. The future plan of Astra is to upgrade to complete autonomy. These are the revenue systems.
Here's the break-even analysis that we analyzed. The fixed cost includes salaries, rent, insurance, and maintenance of machinery and tools. The variable cost includes materials, transportation, manufacturing costs, labor and energy cost, and extra expenditures. The break-even point is expected to be at 6 units. At the break-even point, we are generating a revenue of 17.5 lakhs. Here's the graph of our break-even analysis.
Now coming to the SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, opportunities and threats of a company. Strengths. Although Astra is new to the market, we are effective enough for consistent production with a lot of emerging innovative ideas, which helps to pinpoint our vehicle uniquely. We increase the overall efficiency by increasing the battery life plus reducing environmental impact. We employ skilled technicians who possess great expertise in their respective fields. Our weaknesses are: one place where we lag is small infrastructure and low production speed. Even if a customer always hedges one's bet to on solar vehicles, they only stand strong because of their eco-friendly nature with no fuel usage. Since we are just entering the market and lack experience, we may find it challenging.
So, if you look at our opportunities, the concept of parallelizing the use of solar and battery energy is fairly new, which increases our opportunities in the market. The increased sales of batteries and hybrid cars pave a great way for our product. The rising government schemes for EV startups help with our growth. As we know, recently the cost of fossil fuels is constantly increasing. It is a great opportunity for people to shift from IC engines to battery vehicles or solar vehicles. Our, the threats that we have analyzed are our competitors are our biggest threats. A well established company might adapt the concept of SEVs, which will affect the sales of our company. The market is subjected to constant fluctuations, and our target locations are very constrained due to the climatic changes. If the cost of electricity decreases due to the adoption of renewable energy resources, it may not be economical to buy a SEV when compared to a BEV.
Now let's see our steeple analysis. In the recent days, EVs are the most sought after means of transport as they are more economical and eco friendly, and the rising cost of fossil fuels pushes consumers to prefer electric alternatives. Younger consumers have a never ending thirst for new technology. Even though an EV can last for a decade, which is the prevailing expectancy of an IC car, people are skeptical about the life expectancy of EVs. As a vehicle uses renewable energy, they produce less carbon when compared to the IC alternatives. As the technology is advancing consistently, there can be a breakthrough in increasing the efficiency of solar panels and batteries, which can be swapped in with the previous ones. This will in turn increase the sales of the company. Older vehicles can be upgraded to complete autonomy, hence there is always room for improvement. Since a startup company always tends to have smaller infrastructure and R&D than the current tech giants, there is always less cost associated with the production of an individual EV. Even though we have a few technological advantages, one of our main concerns is the range of the vehicle. Larger batteries are associated with higher costs. Range is always the limiting factor. But since the technology is at singularity, we will find a remedy in the near future.
Economically, the running cost of SUV is less compared to that of EVs and IC vehicles due to self solar charging. This market requires massive capital investment. Due to the rising economy of the country, laborers expect higher wages than ever before, and to produce the best quality products to our customers, we are obliged to pay more. Dynamic inflation further amplifies this circumstance. The government is offering a lot of subsidies, to be more specific up to 1.5 lakhs per EV according to FAME 2, and even in some states like Mumbai they offer up to 5 lakhs per EV as a subsidy. As the world is under a global crisis due to the pandemic, the acquisition of IC chips is more expensive than ever. SUVs emit less carbon in their lifetime when compared to their IC alternatives. People nowadays have more awareness about environmental hazards and are trying to be more eco friendly than ever before. One can say that it is the cleanest form of transport considering other forms of transport. To reduce these environmental hazards, we recycle old batteries made of lithium and hence reducing our carbon footprint.
In the political sector, the state government is providing schemes and is constructing more infrastructures to support EV adoption and is keen on reducing environmental pollution. The alignment of EV subsidies, the availment of EV subsidies and establishing startups is delayed and are tedious due to the corrupted system, which increases the initial investment. The political influence can either be a threat or an advantage depending on the situation. Due to due to overpollution, the use of diesel vehicles is banned in Delhi. In places like this, the use of EVs and SUVs is always encouraged. Different states have different policies and subsidies for registration and usage of EVs. States like Mumbai are trying to rapidly shift to EVs, hence they provide more concessions. A lot of paperwork is involved in the registration of a company as well as an individual EV. And also, there are no proper guidelines for solar EVs as there are for electrical EVs.
We follow fair and just work ethics in our workplace. For instance, there is no discrimination against the employees. We respect and value our laborers. Customers are always our first preference. We practice moral and honest work ethics and punctuality. Here are the products and services that we offer. For battery electric cars, their source of energy is the battery which has been assembled in our plant. It has a range of 100 kilometers at a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour. It can be charged from a normal AC outlet of 100 to 240 volts. The source of energy for the solar electric vehicle comes from both the battery and the solar panels. They can be charged from a normal AC outlet as well as the solar panels. It has a range of 120 plus kilometers at a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour. This range might differ based on the luminous intensity from the sun.
We offer a retrofitting service where a normal IC engine vehicle is transformed either into a hybrid or a fully electric vehicle with solar facilities, which is optional. We also offer various innovative features that can be implemented into the existing EVs. These features come included in the battery and solar vehicles. As mentioned before, we offer retrofitting kits like battery modules, motors with motor controllers, safety systems, etc., where the customer can get them installed by the local mechanics. Customers can give their used batteries for recycling or upgrading. All the existing EVs and SUVs will be serviced, upgrading lower or old model Astra vehicles to full self-driving capabilities. Here comes our promotional strategies. Free promotion by giving merch like t-shirts, watches, etc. to our customers at the time of purchase with the branding of Astra. We occasionally conduct lotteries and giveaway events to promote sales. Our vehicle is not just about resource management and profit, it is also about the satisfaction of our customers. So the feedback section is always open. We want our customers to be a part of our creation.
To making partnership with companies and exporting to other countries, we can make new branches in various locations. After getting hold of the domestic market, we may expand our branches to other countries by establishing partnerships with foreign countries. We also offer a warranty of 5 years or a range of or a travel range of 1 lakh kilometer with a retention of 60% battery capacity. Social media is the key to a well-reached business. So we are bringing Astra to every person through Instagram, Facebook, Google, etc. Today, the success of most businesses rely on their media image. For our investment, we approach investors with our prototypes and product samples. We promote our partners by including their logo, company mottos in our advertisement and our product lineup. We will either sign a pact or agreement with our investors, agreeing to offer our services either discounted or free of cost. By offering foreign investors a part of our company's shares, we congregate investors from foreign countries, thus establishing foreign branches.
Thank you, SUVC, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to express our innovations and ideas.